Good morning, family. So listen, I woke up on some bullshit today. I woke up on some bullshit today. I feel like picking on Jezebel today. You wanna know why? Because fuck her, man. I'm so sick of her raggedy motherfucking ass. I'm sick of that spirit, y'all. Y'all don't understand. That spirit followed me throughout my entire life. It didn't just start with my twin flame. The spirit has been at me my entire life. Probably for lifetimes. And you know, Jezebel is the worst spirit you can have. She destroys homes. She destroys love. Authority. She thrives off people's pain. A gold digger. All about money. She got a black hole for a heart. And the spirit can be in men and women. And when that spirit is running rampant, you might as well be a soulless being. That's what they are. They're basically the devil. You know what I'm saying? And the destruction that she causes. You know what I'm saying? This bitch should destroy my relationships with my kids and my family and you know what I'm saying? Everything that I love, my animals, all that shit. Fuck her. So I'm picking on her today. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm a spiritual bully. A spiritual bully. Only difference of it is I ain't got to hide with my shit, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm up front and center. What's up? I'm up front and center. But see, Jezebel can't do that. Jezebel got to hide in the dark behind the curtains and you know what I'm saying? Sneak and snake and all that shit. Bitch, I'm right here. So how bad are you really? Weak ass tramp. That's exactly what she is. And I was sitting here thinking to myself, because like, you know, I have a couple people I listen to with my tarot readings or whatever, right? And so, of course, Jezebel is rampant in the tarot readings. And I'm just like, it takes so much energy to hold and manipulate and snake and lay with millions of men and doing all these things for fucking money. Bitch, ain't you tired? Just putting on a mask alone has to be tiresome. And then you gotta imagine, Jezebel attacks kingdoms and all that kind of shit, so she like this with everybody. Bitch, ain't you tired? Like, ain't you tired? You gotta lay with this nigga and that nigga and this bitch and that girl and that nigga again and that girl. You know what I'm saying? Playing Twister and shit. Gotta put on a different face for everybody else. And you doing all this for some money. You might as well just get a fucking job. In the 3D, if you gonna be, if you want to drain yourself like that, you might as well just work. And that way you can keep your reputation and you know what I'm saying? You can keep your little image to a certain point. Because this hoe is exposed in the world. Like, you can spend all that energy to throw into yourself. And you know the messed up part about Jezebel? Whether they're a female or a male, they are beautiful. They are not ugly people. They're beautiful. And all they have to do is do some work on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Heal and operate from love and compassion and all that kind of stuff. And they'll be just like us while they be trying to live in our skin and kill us and replace us and want our spot and want our niggas and you know what I'm saying? Bitches and shit like that. Like, it's too much. But the destruction that comes behind Jezebel, like, I am sick of her. I mean, I've gotten over it. I've healed. You know what I'm saying? Healed. I don't even know what part I'm at in my healing journey, but I know I'm healed. I don't know if I can say I'm healed all the way, and I don't think so, because I think we always have some work to do. But I done got over majority of the pain, and I done got over the worst part. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in peace and bliss and, you know, all these different things. Like, I love waking up in the morning, the slow mornings. I'm sitting here drinking my mushroom coffee. I could talk to y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be in 1,100 niggas' beds trying to fuck so I can make money. And I remember having an encounter when I was in active addiction. I remember I was partying with these girls, and we was kicking it, and we went over a nigga's house, okay? And so I remember us being over there. Now, mind you, I am a go-getter. Like, I have always worked, I've always had a job, and I've always taken care of myself. I have not had anybody help me. Every now and then I might go through a little financial hit, and then I might have to borrow some money from my dad, but I'm paying him right back. Like, it ain't nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? But I've always been the one to get my own shit. Like, I'm not waiting on nobody, and I'm not begging nobody either at the end of the day. And so I remember we was partying and shit, and we was all high, and we had ran out of liquor. And so the girl I was with, she was like, I'm about to get him to get us a bottle. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking like it's just gonna be some easy shit, right? This girl begged this nigga and 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 begged this nigga. And it was a $10 bottle, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm sitting here, and the shit was blowing my high. And I'm thinking to myself, all this motherfucking bag, and we could have just went to the store, and I could have got it. Like, it's $10. The fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, who the fuck has time for that? And then they'll wait. When I tell you Jezebel is comfortable with being a complete bum, the bitch is a bum. She cannot produce a pinnacle, a piece of money, a nothing. The bitch womb is dark. Her heart is dark. Everything is dark about her. She's a soulless being. You know what I'm saying? Period. She got karma for a lifetime. And that's the whole reason why she destroyed everybody else, trying to put her karma off on everybody else. That's why they steal. I just don't understand. I mean, maybe it's the entity or the demon or something like that literally be having them running like that. Because, I mean, they be running through their addictions. They just do not know how to sit the fuck down. They do not know how to sit the fuck down. And I'm like, I know y'all ran through and tired. But it got to be the entity. It got to be. You know what I'm saying? That's keeping them going like that. But all we can do is pray for them. Although I don't think that's going to do anything. But still, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an evil person. And I feel bad. You know? And the crazy part about it is that's how they reel people in with their beauty. With their, you know what I'm saying? They're seductive and shit like that. So they're beautiful. I ain't never no hater. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to act like that. Like, literally. I don't know. That's my rant.